Just an update. It's been a few weeks since I did like one of these little garage chats. Um, the initial intention was to try to do one a week, maybe two a week. And that's kind of the whole point here, is trying to get into doing things that are new, some that are not new, but maybe uncomfortable. Getting into a habit of making them routine. Busy couple weeks, couple birthdays, Mother's Day. Nonetheless, here we are. The update would be kind of have that 40-pound number kind of in my sights. I think when I first did the first little garage talk, we were at like 31 pounds lost, and I'm closing in on 40. What's cool though is I would have hoped to have seen eclipsed 40 by now, but I'm in the beginning stages of actually starting to see body start to transform and change a little bit. But it can definitely notice putting on some strength, definitely increasing the weight on a lot of the workouts or lifts that I normally do, which is great to see. It's really easy for a lot of people to get frustrated when the scale doesn't move as quickly as you want it to. And I think for me, maybe a lot of people as well, it's pretty important to just remember, like, whatever day you're on, like let's say it's day 100 or day 20, you're like on day 100 or day 20 for like the rest of your life. Like, that needs to be the mindset. So even when you're like a year in, you're still in like the infancy stages of like trying to really work towards a long-term goal. I think an even better way of looking at it would be like a long-term lifestyle. So try not to get too bogged down with the number of total pounds lost at the moment, and just doing my best to just keep getting in the gym, whether it's an early morning workout as intended to be, like a 5 a.m. workout or 5:30 workout, or if it's oh crap, we got no sleep last night because there were a bunch of children in our bed preventing us from sleeping like almost every night, and instead of getting a 5 or 6 a.m. workout in, we're getting a 9 p.m. workout in, but getting it in nonetheless is kind of just the goal at the moment. Really wanted to just talk about one thing, and then I'll wrap it up. Try being the operative word. Try not to do too much doom scrolling on social media, but sometimes towards the end of the night, instead of reading a book like I should, I'll pick up the phone and I'll scroll. And a few weeks back, I think it was actually shortly after I did my first video here, I came across a poem that, since I've heard it, I heard it the first time, but since I've heard it, I've listened to it probably a dozen times and read it another 2 or 3 dozen times, and it was pretty, I found it to be pretty profound. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna read it. It's by Rudyard Kipling, and it's called "If." I would imagine some people probably already heard it. It's been, I think, maybe just on my feed, but it's been pretty popular on social media, like anybody who follows like any type of motivational page or discipline page. But it's called "If," and I'll go ahead and read it. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you. If you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too. If you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating. And yet, don't look too good, nor look too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to broken and stoop and build them up with worn out tools, if you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it all in one turn of pitch and toss and lose and start again at your beginnings and never breathe a word about your loss, if you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they're gone, and so hold on when there's nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings, nor lose the common touch, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you, but none too much, If you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it. And which is more, you'll be a man, my son. And man, I don't know why. Every once in a while, people, men or women, mothers, fathers, or whomever will come across something, whether it's a video or a book or something, and for whatever reason, that one particular thing just speaks to them. That's what that poem did to me. I heard it. I haven't been able to stop thinking about it since. And there's so many things in there to unpack that can be applicable to fathers or men, you know. And I'm sure there's other different ways that poem can be interpreted for a lot of other different people, but I'm a father and a husband first. And the one part that spoke to me, when I heard it, I was like, there it is. That is it, right there. Was the part that says, if you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they're gone, and so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on. When I heard that, it made me want to run through a brick wall. Because like as a father and as a husband, you know, there are so many things that you don't talk about, you don't bitch about, you don't whine about, because it's your job to handle them and to handle them without, without faltering, without showing any type of, without being deterred or without being flustered. And I think there's a lot of fathers and husbands out there who just need to hear that, man. Like there's something to be said about knowing that you're just in the thick of everything, and just hold on, you know, like that's it. There's no caving, there's no stopping, there's no quitting, and it's just hold on, because that's your job. That's what you're supposed to do. So yeah, I just wanted to share that. I thought it was amazing. I'll keep updating everybody with these kind of videos. Hopefully they'll get a little bit better. This is still awkward as heck for me. I'm just sitting in my garage, again, talking directly at a refrigerator and a chest freezer. But for those of you that are, starting to watch these videos now, it'll be interesting for you to see them now, and then who knows where this will lead a couple years from now. But anyways, that's it. I'm gonna go get some kids to bed. Have a good night.